This was a testimony from Flora. She says, I was born blind and an orphan. Never went to school, not 1 year of school. Jesus started healing my eyes at the age of 13 to 25. Completely healed at age 25. Jesus started teaching me to read the Bible. He's the only teacher I have. Now I've read the Bible cover to cover many times. He's given me many gifts, and so if we keep our eyes on Jesus all the time, because he's coming soon. He said, don't say soon, say now. Yes. And that's what we tell people when they get healed. That you're not, no, it's not that you're going to get healed. It's that you are healed. And encourage them to say that. Right? Our other testimony is from one of our prayer partners and a prayer team. Her name is Diane. She said, I started praying on the teams last October. I'd been struggling to make my house payments. The teams prayed for me many times. This June, I received notice that my mortgage company dropped my payment to half of what it was. Praise Jesus. Yes, there she is right there. Hallelujah. Yes. On that, I would like to introduce Mr. Mark Walker as he gives the offering.
God does care about our finances, you know. And I was thinking about what to say for the offering, and God started, he said, talk about the healing rooms. You know, we just celebrated our 12th anniversary. It's been 12 years. 12 years, but think about this. In 12 years now we have 1,830 healing rooms around the world. Now we didn't spend a lot of money advertising. Matter of fact, we spent zero advertising. It's not like we're some big corporation that has spent a lot of money sending out all this around the world, healing rooms. It's all by word of mouth. It's all by divine appointments. God has breathed on the healing rooms from day one. I mean, when I first got involved, there were only 20 people, and Cal hadn't even gone out on his first conference. And God started breathing on it, and we're in 54 countries. And we're in countries we never would even, Muslim countries. I have to tell you this story. I love, Jim White comes here all the time, but he was just in Indonesia. And he told me this story. He said, he said, I wish you were there. He said, it's hard to even describe. It was an outdoor meeting, and they thought maybe only 300 people would come. 300. 1,000 showed up. Okay, 1,000. Now but he says, when I started looking at the people there, they were all Muslims, but he said, I never seen so many people. So he said, there's so many people. He said they were blind, they were missing parts, they were had all kinds of, they were all crippled, they had all kinds of devices. He says when you looked across the crowd, it says it was just the devastation. He means, they're all Muslims. They have so many gods over there. They don't know. They're ignorant. They just don't know. And he says, and he starts crying out, God, what you got to show up. And then somewhere in the meeting, all of a sudden he sees, I think towards the beginning, he sees all these military guys with machine guns coming. And then he's really cried out, God, you got to show up. But actually, fortunately, the